The house. And my character doesn't look like she's either. It's like oh. Day 3 is here. I did a little bit of stuff outside of this, just running around pretty much picking up crafting, got a little bit of armor, just replaced the kind of lower level gear that I had. Can't make anything fancy, unfortunately. Also, increased my bag space by 10, so I don't have to stop as much, but it's probably not going to help that much. So, I have a lot more. 6,000 from had previously. That happened last night. I'm like, I'm gonna do this stupid thing because I'm an idiot. So at some point we will probably go around and look at houses. And maybe buy some furniture. So I'm not sitting in an empty apartment. But for now we will get back to our main quest. Which means teleporting. And going to the actual location is cheaper than just teleporting randomly. So we will do the little ride here. Not much better. And we're gonna go back to Vanderfell or whatever it's called. Come on. Load. Oh. I think the closest. Yeah, close enough. From Bardenfell, excuse me. I think we had to go to like 3 different areas. Did the one. Got 2 more to go. Or something about Vivek losing his power.
Dull-clawed pieces of... How could this happen, Falura? Yes. Hello. What are you doing out in the middle of nowhere? Going for a walk? This one often walks. Nervous? Me? Ha! Do not make this one laugh. Hollins here is just horrible. Bandits kicked this one out of his home and stole his crops. Halinzier is just a simple farmer, you see. They will make me a starving pauper. You will help? Oh, bless you. This one planted his crops in a cavern nearby. Saint Sipilu, please, retrieve my notes and poison the water. Without proper irrigation, the plants will wither. It pains me to kill them, but these bandits must not prosper.
Seems a little suspicious.
You are a true hero, Walker. A brave and noble warrior. Falura and I are forever in your debt. Sorry, I was just... Hey! You and I have the same belt buckle. What are the chances, huh? I am sorry. This one is a nervous wreck. Halingier is growing a rare Khajiiti herb. Very delicate and very desirable. Good for seasoning fish and soothing the humors. Satisfied?
It's an aphrodisiac.
Do not worry, Walker. You can depend on Halingier. Falura is this one's loyal farmhand. She is not very bright, and she is very lazy. Always scribbling notes and asking silly questions. But I keep her on anyway. Halingier always does right by his friends. I could, but this one likes Falura. Plus, she probably knows too much. Oh, she knows too much about my farming practices. Yes. Halingier has many secret farming tricks, like using fish heads and guar dung for fertilizer. But this one has already said too much, yes?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Run away! Oop, run away! No. God, stop attacking random little creatures. Okay, too late. Those river trolls are pretty tough. Oh, sorry. Oh, ow, ow. Focus on the hive. What level is he? 327. Oh, okay. We'll follow this guy. awful lot of archers in this game. Oh, respawns. I haven't seen anything better than green, so...
Sarah, a moment, please. You made it. Good. We have a great deal to talk about in a short period of time. In a clearing to the southeast, but that can wait. I trust you've seen what Hallendir and I were growing in there. Moon sugar. In its raw form. It's a crude narcotic, but if you refine it, it becomes something truly odious. Skooma. I had to be sure he could do it. Moon sugar is temperamental. No one's been able to grow it here in Vardenfell. Until Hallendir. I need you to take the notes you found to Captain Beckis in Seder Meen. Tell him everything. He'll handle the rest. It's complicated. I was a member of House Redwin's Narcotics Oath Bureau. I made some very serious mistakes. If I brought this tip to Captain Bethis, he would ignore me. But he has no reason to distrust you. Please, do this for me, Sarah. I'd rather not discuss it. Suffice it to say that the skooma trade offers many dark incentives. Especially for undercover officers. It's easy to cross the line. Too easy. Hopefully this arrest and seizure will help me make amends. If you'd ever taken it, you'd know. Skooma is a powerful hallucinogen. Addictive, deadly, and cheap.
So it's crack.
Lethal overdoses are routine in Morrowind.
Or heroin.
Once it's got its hooks in you, you'll do anything to get it. Steal, rape, kill, whatever. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. He's developed a method to grow vast quantities of moon sugar in Vardenfell. That's a dangerous skill. Too dangerous. Can you imagine what would happen if the Kimona Tong crime family got hold of his notes? Harlinger is no Daedric prince, but his work could be just as destructive. Please, just do the right thing.
Got some extra items. More stamina. Less. I'm gonna keep that. So 811, 718, more stamina. Huh. That's what I currently have. Let's do it so we can level up medium armor for a little bit. Almost can get this. I'm gonna be using the bear, so it doesn't make sense to do that yet. Oops, wrong button. So the lady wants me to take it to a thing, but it says go to this guy.
You are kind to check up on Hallingier, but this one is fine. Again, thank you. What? How could she? Why would she do that? Hallingier is no threat to anyone. Skooma? No, no, no. Hallingier does not make skooma. My sister and cousin were both addicts. This one would never make such a thing. I only grow moon sugar, Walker. For personal use, you see. You would not ruin a life over such a thing, would you? Hey, Hallingier has huge appetites. A little sugar in the morning to start the day, a little in the evening to soothe the soul. Moon sugar is a beautiful thing, my friend. The Riddlefar's gift to all Khajiit. Is the pursuit of pleasure really so bad? Hallingier is glad you agree. This one just needs to gather his belongings, then he will be on his way.
Yeah. We're turning anyway. So where do we gotta go? There you are.
Not now, citizen. I'm up to my armpits in problems today. Harlangier? I thought him a clueless sugar sop. If he's managed to grow moon sugar here in Vardenfell, he's more cunning than he seems. Make no mistake, we'll find him. The Tribunal thanks you for your help, Outlander. Take this as your reward. Did you need something else? A skooma baron you'd like to report, perhaps? No? Then move along. For Lura, that skooma fiend can barely put her trousers on straight, let alone conduct an investigation like this. You must be mistaken. Difficult to say. If I had my way, she'd be hanging from the nearest tree. I'll pass it on to my contacts in the Oath Bureau. I will be honest, though. Her chances are very slim.
More experience and more magic. Okay, off to this place.
Yeah.
You there, Outlander.
Yeah,
I have a proposition for you.
I'll talk to you in a second.
So I was right. You're a sword for hire. Excellent. My name is Marla Rethan of House Hlalu, and I have a proposition for you. I need someone to investigate what's going on in the Vasia Didanat ebony mine. Piqued your interest, have I? Capital. My brother Benar and I share ownership of the mine, but I suspect he's hiding something from me. The little weasel's even locked down the entrance. Only his personal guards are allowed inside. There are only 2 keys to the mine. Benar keeps one in our manor house. The other is carried by the mine's foreman, Nox. I want you to procure a key, either one, and then search the mine for any sign of mischief. Report back with your findings. Foreman Nox is somewhere in Balmora. Should be simple enough to pluck the key from his pockets. Or, if you prefer burglary, you could take my brother's key from the desk in his study. Our manor is just up the hill to the west of town.
I am not
My
good at stealing
dear
stuff.
brother prefers to keep our roles in the business separate. He runs the mine while I handle the finances. He doesn't interfere with my work, nor I his. That's the agreement. Oh, I have, but Benner tells me nothing. It's just secure more buyers and hire more workers. He gets dreadfully annoyed when I press him about my concerns. Like, why do we need so many miners? Even the townsfolk are starting to talk about that. You haven't heard the rumors? The cursed mine of Vasia Didenot, they call it. They go in, but they don't come out. Now, just inane ghost stories, truth be told. But if the rumors persist, it could soil our reputation. Well, the mine has underperformed for years. I'd actually considered selling it. Until recently, that is. Ebony has been pouring out of the mine these past few months. And normally, I'd be overjoyed, but that's also when Benner became distant. Anything out of the ordinary. I don't suppose you'd know the difference between pure ebony and... Never mind.
Ivory?
Just give the mine a good look and keep an eye out for mischief. If you find anything odd, bring it back with you. I have many important clients that depend on the success of this mine.
Is this some
They'll
drug
hold
thing
me
again?
personally responsible if anything isn't correct. I'd like to avoid that kind of unpleasantness. Well, the key should be no trouble. My brother is away at the moment, and the house guards are not exactly the keenest. If you choose to pickpocket the foreman, well, just avoid the city watch, I suppose.
Oh, okay, so go to the house.
That's the rub. The mine is well guarded. My brother insisted that I hire only the rowdiest and most ill-tempered mercenaries, so I brought on the Iron Hound Company. I can vouch for their pugnacity. I'd prefer to avoid bloodshed, of course, but I don't want to tip my brother off. If he is up to something, I'll need deniability to maintain the element of surprise. Besides, they're mostly criminals, drunks, and skooma addicts. Expendable, yes?
Sure. Not auspicious at all, just moving up here in the horse. Oh, I'm in here. That's an odd place to keep carrots. Wait, what? See how quickly I can find out. I'm gonna steal everything here. Oh. Huh. Whoops. I don't know why they had the carrots hidden. Huh.
The
Okay.
guard's on their way. Best get out before they clear you out.
Didn't want to sit down. Wanted to take what she had. Ooh, this sells for a lot. That sells for a lot. Oh, upstairs. Kill them for no good reason. Hold. I probably don't have to kill these people, but... Good time to hide.
The guard's on their way. Best get out before they clear you out. This is your last chance to leave before the guard arrives.
Can I kill you? I even updated this whole, or upgraded it, and
The guard's on their way.
still
Best get out before they clear you out.
running out of space. I'm gonna tell guard the second I step outside, ain't I? How do I actually sell that? To go to like the Thieves Guild. I have no idea. I lose it all if I get caught with the bounty. But I don't actually know how to get to it. Hammerfell. Where the heck's Hammerfell? Let's find out where I have to go next. No. Come on. Okay, so I have to look for a thieves demo as well. Gonna try to find that. It's gonna probably be hard. That's what I'm looking for. Ah, fence. That's what I need. But I had to get in there without getting caught. Well, let's go do that. Still wish there were keepers, or at least a little mini map. I'm pretty sure I interrupted that damn thing. I played the first Dark Souls for a little bit. I didn't get too far into it. I remember doing that stupid exploit where you just shoot the dragon's tail with an arrow or with a bow from long range. And I pretty much stopped after that. like the concept of Dark Souls, I just don't think I have the patience for Dark Souls. Oh, what the hell just happened? Oh, monitor put out. There's supposed to be something I can sell stuff to. Ursha steps in the alley. Where is this person?
What do you want?
I want to sell stuff. That's what I want. Oh, gotta watch out for him.
If you're looking for suggestions, then look.
I don't want to talk, I want to jump. Okay, can't do that. Yeah, it's supposed to be up here. Ah! There we go. I don't think I ever got around to Dark Souls 2 or 3. Heard 2 was kinda eh.
I can buy your goods, or I can make sure other merchants don't kick up a fuss about them. Your choice. I'll just sell everything. Cool. I should probably just pay off. Most merchants are picky about what you...
Yeah, I'll just get that out of the way. got a decent amount of money again. Here, not to worry about it. 500. Just 630. It's just the levels on some of these people are insane. Where is that mine that I'm supposed to go to? Okay, you're a player. I mean, that's gonna hurt if I step in it, right? Yep. Hey, more scuba. Doing something I'm not supposed to. Well, let's go the other way. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, that really hurts. Run fast, run fast, run fast. And it's a dead end. Wait. So that's a dead end, right? Oh. Towards the ominous looking door. The head trust, someone was a mercenary stranger, formula, made some previous failures, sedative, participation. Transposition. Violent erratic behavior has increased significantly. Don't jump. That was kind of cool.
I don't recognize you. You've made a terrible mistake in coming here. Do you feel it yet? The cold rush through your veins, the stiffness in your joints. Only a matter of time now. Only a matter of time. You really haven't figured it out. You're denser than those stone fiends. Master Rethan brought me on to study a Daedric text. A formula for turning living flesh into a substance akin to ebony. Not a perfect match, but something like that. But what does it matter? I'll be frozen solid soon. Black as midnight. A commodity. Nothing more. Ironic. You mean to rob me, I suppose. The scroll's just there. Have a care with it. Wealth always comes at a price. None. Well, none that I've discovered anyway. I speak modestly when I say that if there was a cure, I would have found it already. I guess I could squander my remaining hours searching for a remedy, but I'm an alchemist, a daedrologist. We don't trouble ourselves with things like hope. I leave that nonsense to priests and children, the mentally ill. What?
Good way of looking at it.
Afflicting all these miners? Oh, spare me your crude moral outrage. They were wastrels, laborers that were too ignorant or too lazy to find work anywhere else. This is as meaningful a contribution as they were likely to make. None. I'd invite you to kill me, but given that I'll be dead soon anyway, it's hardly worth the effort. Why do you even care? Oh, fine. I altered the formula, turning the liquid decoction
Care
into
because
a
it's
vapor.
an option and
It
for me
proved
to
to be very
ask you.
effective. Unfortunately, it was nearly impossible to contain. Hence, this.
No racing in the mining class. That doesn't sound fun at all. This is I have to run all the way back through it. Long time. I don't have to go that far.
Yeah.
I didn't hit that button, but sure.
Ah, I'm glad to see you made it back in one piece. So, what have you learned? Anything? What? Well, that sounds ghastly. To think that my own brother would be capable of such a thing. We must move quickly. Did you find any evidence? I'll need something concrete if I'm to convince the Hlalu trade barons to intercede. Well done. I have a final task for you, if you're willing. I must take this to the trade baron, Councillor Riveth. He's staying at the Balmora Inn. Alas, Benna has many contacts in town. If he hears that I'm meeting Riveth, he may try to flee. Travel to the Rethan Manor House and detain Benna. Once I've explained matters to Riveth, he'll send Hlalu constables to collect my brother. After this, I'll ask nothing more of you. You have my word. That the men I worked tirelessly to hire were being used as fodder for some vile experiment? Absolutely not. It's appalling. Why would I have sent you to discover what was going on if I already knew? Yes, I hired him at my brother's insistence. Something about valuable books and scrolls found in the shrine. We planned to sell them off once Gavros translated them. That's what I thought, anyway. Wait. Gavros is still alive? I see.
Well, we think he's
That
dead.
is unfortunate. But I suppose that's the risk you take when you start brewing foul decoctions, poisoning innocent miners. Not long. He tends to be brusque. Once I've explained the situation, he'll waste no time bringing Benna in for questioning. It will be brief, I assure you. They will punish him severely. He'll definitely lose his share of the estate and the ebony mine. He may even lose his life. In either case, I'll have to bear the weight of the family assets alone.
I like how I was like, are you really
That
sure?
the men I worked tirelessly to hire were being used as fodder for some vile experiment? Absolutely not. It's appalling. Why would I have sent you to discover what was going on if I already knew?
Oh, back to the house. Also, I don't have to sneak around again, because at that point I might as well just steal everything again. Do I really have to break in again?
Ah, the last piece of the puzzle. Time to tie up loose ends.
mucking things up. Oh, something else happened. Okay, map. Load. Load. Just a minute.
What a swit. I'm going to need a stiffer drink. You don't appear to be holding my drink, so I'm sure I have no interest in you. Off with you. I am. Young Marlowe and I were talking about the sudden success of his mining enterprise, built on some irregularities that I'd prefer not to discuss. Not that it's any of your business. Who are you? Why are you meddling in Hlalu business? My, this is damning. Dear Marlowe tried to hang this whole business around his brother's neck. And yours. A prudent, albeit sloppy affair. House Hlalu can ill afford such a scandal, and I hate to be lied to. Kill Marlowe, and I will reward you. What would I do with him? Chain him to a post?
Yeah.
His life no longer serves the house's interests. I don't expect an outlander to understand, but this needs to be done. Honestly, I doubt he'll give you a choice in the matter. His city residence, I expect, just across the river. Do be quick about this. I'm anxious to be done with the Brothers Rethon. No. What scroll? Don't tell me there's more to this fetching disaster. Does it now? Listen carefully. Don't breathe a word of this to anyone else. If Marla has this formula on him, bring it to me. The reward will be significant. We cannot let this get out, and we cannot let it fall into the wrong hands.
It's all so shady.
What a mess. I'll put some of my Oathman on it. Oathman I can trust. If we can clear out the riffraff, it might be salvageable. If not, we'll simply collapse the thing. Better to bury it than let some fool stumble upon Marla's folly.
Across the way. Open the door. Oh. Banana. Don't really think you need to be sneaking around. Back to where we were. Half distracted because I'm kind of watching the Packer game. And Ty Montgomery just had an awesome run. And then a not so awesome run. Kind of how the running game goes for the Packers.
Quietly now. Is it finished? Well then, this unfortunate little tale comes to an end. I've already dispatched some of my best agents to clean up Rethon Manor. We'll tend to Marla's apartment and the mine next. Well done. Now, what of this mysterious scroll? Excellent. Best hand it over to me. Something so dangerous should not fall into the wrong hands. House Hlalu can keep it safe, or destroy it if we deem it necessary. This will earn you some favor with our house. I'll even double your pay.
More money would be nice, but I'm gonna just try this goal.
You sniveling little swit. Do you know how valuable... Never mind. What's done is done. But don't expect any extra coin from me now. You'll have what was promised for killing Marla and not a drake more. This had better buy your silence as well.
Yeah. One more level I can finally get my bear. So that one's better. That's kind of cool. I'll use this for a while. So close. That's right, I can actually just read this. I don't need it anymore.
I love seeing new faces. For a while, it was just the same old miners and the occasional traveling merchant. Thought Caroline might have to shut this place down. Look at me talking your ears off. What can I get you? At first, I assumed it was the usual house squabbles. Redoran and Hlalu arguments can get pretty heated. Then I thought maybe the Ashlanders were scaring people off. But after that proclamation... No, I'd rather not talk about that with a stranger. I'm sure you do, but I have to live here, you know? Look, there's nothing I can tell you. If the houses ever found out I told an outlander about our troubles, maybe one of the miners will be more willing to talk to you. I like the color of your gold, Outlander. Just between us, I heard the House Guard shut down the Shulk ore mine. Something to do with violent cultists who attacked the miners and took over the place. Even got the crew chief, or so I heard.
Now we're gonna find the crew chief. Is he going to make a good call or a bad call? 2 tires or 4. Okay, put a little wedge in the rear tire. In the rear. Pump up the air pressure. Depends on how the handling's going. I gotta go back to the house again? It's a very popular house.
Damn dog bit me.
Leave it alone. There's something strange about that dog.
Let me guess, there's a quest here? No? Okay, not to say.
You shouldn't be here. Didn't you read the House Redoran proclamation? I wouldn't be here myself, but some of my miners are still in there. Our mine was invaded by violent cultists. They showed up and just took the place over. My people are trapped. I'm no expert, but it looked like the cultists were preparing to conduct a ritual before the Ashlander interrupted them. Probably because I heard one of them say, "With this ritual we'll call forth a mystical weapon and attain the power of a god." Or something along those lines. Look, I was just trying to get me and my miners out of there when the Ashlander showed up. Well, I never actually saw an Ashlander, but I heard a cultist yell, "Ashlander thief! That's our mystical weapon!" That's not an exact quote, but you get the idea. I don't know what happened after that. I was kind of busy trying not to die. It used to be an ore mine, and we hope it will be again. My crew was inside, preparing to start up mining operations when the cultists attacked. The way things are going, we might just have to turn the place into another Kwama egg mine.
Yeah, that's a callback to another quest, I think.
Really? That's awfully brave of you. If you see any of my miners, tell them to get their arses out here. I'll wait as long as I can. Or until I hear screaming. Then I'll go to Balmora and try to find some help. Good luck in there.
His accent. If you can call it that. It just makes me kind of chuckle. Covered item of grid parts. Currently, this item resides in possession of the narcotic cult. Process required items for the complete original. Timelines one in the deep. Hey, interception. Sorry.
Red Mountain awakens.
Sneak in, steal the item.
Do you think we had anything to do with that?
Run it back for a touchdown. Ooh, almost. Sorry. Get the staff and bring it. Ooh, can I get a new staff on this? Probably not. Oh, hey, buddy. Kinda stuck up on it. Completely not the person I was aiming at, but kind of funny nonetheless. I don't like this weapon. I want to know what's over there, but that's a lot of people. Oh, that works. That must have die anyway. Let's go out the same way I came in. There was a commercial on TV with some dogs, animated dogs. They were like a fireman, a policeman, and some construction worker. I thought to myself, is that what Paw Patrol is? I've heard of that before. And sure enough, at the end of it, it was Paw Patrol. I don't have kids, but I know of Paw Patrol. That makes me kind of sad.
Did you find what you were looking for in the mine?
I think I heard Vinny talking about that at some point.
Of course. I perfectly understand. I think I'll wait a little longer and see if any of my miners were able to escape from the cultists. Whatever it is.
Is there really nowhere I can sell something? No, I can sell something there. I hope.
The fire's warm.
Actually, wait. I should check the new stuff I got first.
All are welcome.
I'm never gonna use this. I should probably use it to get the enchantment off of it. Yeah, I'll hang on to it. Let's sell all this stuff. Yeah, that should be good. 46 out of 70.
Yeah.
Yes, please. If you'll just listen. Take care of yourself,
I'm going the right way, right? Kind of. I like that I can just walk up that kind of cliff. That's like, wow, I would fall. Or any kind of faction game, really.
I demand to see my brother. Lay hands upon me, and you will lose them.
I like her.
You there! The territory of the Red Exiles shouldn't be traveled lightly.
Ashlanders once respected each other, helped one another. You'd think these were house wolves or tribunal dogs, the way they treated me. Speaking of the tribunal, you have the smell of dog about you. I wonder why that is.
Probably because I haven't watched the dog that's been following me.
Lord Vivek, is it? And I thought all the tribunal cared about was building monuments to their own greatness. Nice to see that one of them cares about what's going on beyond their borders. Well, perhaps we can aid each other this day, Outlander. Ashlanders are nomads, but we gather at sacred sites to trade, confer, and pay homage to the past. Aldrin is such a place. That's why Chodala invited the Red Exiles here. But these outcasts won't let me into their camp. I need to find my brother. My brother, Chodala, is the Ashkan of our tribe, and I am his ambassador. I act as a go-between among the tribes. Chodala wants to unite the Dunmer and calmly end the era of the bickering houses. He hopes to convince the tribes to follow his lead. Head into the Red Exiles camp and find my brother. Otherwise, see if you can find out what he was doing in there and where he's gone. Be wary of the outcasts. As you saw, they won't hesitate to attack without reason or provocation. No, just our tribe, the Urshilaku, though he's respected by most of the other Ashlanders for his wisdom and strength of will. He does hope to unite the tribes in a common cause, however. That's one of the reasons we've gathered here at Aldrin. My brother and I have always worked to help our people, and improve the Ashlander way of life. He used to believe that peaceful negotiation was the best path to accomplish this. Recently, however, things have become different. He's almost like... No, that's not something I'm ready to talk about with an outsider. Perhaps after you prove your trustworthiness and willingness to help us, then we can discuss my brother in more detail. Perhaps. That's not our goal, but the tribes will defend themselves if necessary. No, we hope to present a united front and show the houses the folly of the path they've embarked upon. Turning away from our forefathers and god ancestors has made them weak. The Red Exiles, they're violent, dangerous Ashlanders who were banished from their tribes and joined together to create their own clan. Chodala invited them to the gathering and went into the camp to talk, but he's been gone too long. I'm worried. As you saw, hostility is second nature to the Red Exiles. We're here to negotiate. They're no better than thieves and murderers. If they spot you in their camp, you'll need to defend yourself. It's unfortunate, but they'll leave you no choice.
Just imagining the scope of all the voice actors and all that they need for this kind of game. Narrow bearing? Okay. I didn't really find her brother, I found a scroll. So.
You seem to have survived your visit to the Red Exiles camp. Did you find my brother?
Yeah, it was pretty easy to get through there.
Interesting. I never suspected that the outcasts were disciplined enough to keep records such as this. Oh no. I can't believe my brother would be so brazen. It means that Chodala really has changed. With his newfound powers and rising ambitions, I fear what he plans for the tribes. I suppose you have a right to know what I'm talking about. Take this. I found it among my brother's possessions. Chodala discovered new power out in the wilderness, and it changed his view of the world. He writes about it in that document. Now he believes he's the Nerevarine, and incites the tribes, while I try to keep them all from doing anything rash. You don't know? I thought... No, you're not an Ashlander, and the House Elves rarely talk about such things. Long ago, there was a hero named Nerevar. He fought alongside the Tribunal, before they claimed to be gods, until they betrayed him. So our legends say. Nerevar united the Kaima, and forged an alliance with the Dwemer. He died at the Battle of Red Mountain. We believe the Tribunal hastened his demise, despite Vivek's claims to the contrary. The Nerevarine is a promise and a prophecy. We believe that, through the power of Azura, Nerevar will return to unite all Dunmer, House and Ashlander alike, and make Morrowind great again. The returned Nerevar will be known as the Nerevarine. While the prophecy of the Nerevarine can be interpreted as the end of the Tribunal, I have always seen it as a prediction of hope and peace. Chodala and some Ashlanders, such as the Red Exiles, favor war. That's not the Nerevarine I believe in. He uses in Ashkon's words to plant dark ideas in his followers. Ideas that speak of false gods, lost traditions, and the need for a cleansing war. His words become more forceful every day, but I hope to dissuade him from this violent course. All I know is that his new power frightens me. Chodala returned from a sojourn in the wilderness more vibrant, more commanding. He's always been strong, but now he's fearless, practically invincible, and swifter than the fastest Ashlander scout. Chodala says his new abilities strengthen his claim as the Nerevarine. I think it's the staff he carries. He had it when he returned, and now it's always at his side. I know it's unreasonable, but I hate that staff. He calls it Sunara.
Okay, back all the way down there. Head up there.
Outlander, over here.
Okay, who are you? Oh.
This requires a considerable amount of effort, so just listen. We have a problem here. Return to my office immediately.
I was doing that before you interrupted me. Going the wrong way. Oh. Screw that up. Oh, textures. Load. Character model loaded. There we go.
At last. Did you see what's happening outside? Red Mountain rumbles louder and more frequently. The sky grows dark, and worst of all, the people are beginning to notice. Soon I'll have to muster the Ordinators to keep them from the palace doors. In part, Lord Vivek is... not well. I won't allow his followers to see him in this state. He continues to lose energy, and it's becoming difficult for him to maintain the realm in his usual fashion. Now, what did your investigations uncover? I'll review these documents and present your findings to Lord Vivek. I was against bringing you into this investigation, but I was wrong. Thank you for aiding us. You should go see Lord Vivek now. He's been asking about you. I'll be along shortly. Very well. Tell me what you learned at each of the locations, and let's see what conclusions we can come to. Barrelzal faithfully served Sothis Seal. He's as loyal to the Tribunal as I am. He would never intentionally harm Lord Vivek. But that tool he mentioned... Perhaps one of the priests Vivek sent away could search the temple archives for more information. Lord Vivek doesn't want his followers to see him in such a weakened state. Only you, Canon Levuel, and myself are permitted into his palace now. Speaking of the palace, Lord Vivek wants to see you when we're done here. So your notes say, and this Saren assisted you. Interesting. Most Ashlanders want nothing to do with the Tribunal. Even so, they rarely become aggressive. I'd say this Chodala bears watching. If we can spare it, I'll send an armiger to Aldrin. Interesting theory. Perhaps Chodala's staff can steal Vivek's energy. But I have a hard time imagining how an Ashlander could accomplish such a feat. Lord Vivek said the draining has grown more intense since you left. It doesn't look well. From what you discovered, I dare say there may be a correlation between the narcotic relic and the tool Barrelzal mentioned. And it seems the Ashlander thieves are connected to Chodala. Your evidence points to a clear conclusion. So it appears. Lord Vivek's doing his best not to complain, but I can see how much the draining of his energy has cost him. Just seeing you again should improve his mood considerably. And the progress you made with your investigations, outstanding.
Aw, gotta brighten his day.
Lord Vivek isn't receiving visitors today.
My lord, please let me send for aid. Perhaps one of the healers can help you.
Pain is best tolerated in private, as I have written in the 37th ballad.
There must be something I can do.
You can call the Archcanon. He should hear the news our friend brings us. The river drains into the sea as my divinity flows out of me. Need some work. As you can see, I continue to lose energy, and it has made me somewhat agitated. Have you made any progress toward discovering the source of my discomfort? An Ashlander? That seems unlikely, but I trust your instincts. We need to find out more about this Chodala and the ancient enemy that aids him. Take this. Another token of my appreciation. And look, here comes the Archcanon now.
My lord, the Outlander may have actually discovered something.
There's also something exciting about that. Yeah, it's pretty good armor amount.
After further examination of the documents you brought back, I have to agree with your assessment. The Ashlander Chodala has somehow siphoned divine energy away from Lord Vivek. Not exactly. But now that we know that the affliction isn't natural, we can work toward a solution, one that probably involves Chodala's staff. How the Ashlander got his hands on Sothasil's tool and turned it into a weapon is beyond me, though. Eventually, but we need to be cautious. If Chodala is as respected as you say, attacking him would start a war we can't afford to partake in. Go to Aldrin and talk to his sister, Saren. I don't trust her either, but she worked with you before. Get to Aldrin and locate Saren. She needs to tell us more about Chodala, and then help us acquire his staff. Without it, we can't restore Vivek. Meanwhile, I need to placate the populace. The people grow concerned over Vivek's continuing isolation. Didn't we cover this? Let me refresh your memory. Lord Vivek suffers stoically as his divine energy drains away. Neither my administrations nor his defenses have been sufficient to plug the hole, so we've isolated him to keep panic to a minimum. If we knew for certain, we wouldn't be sending you to make a deal with a heretical Ashlander, now would we? Chodala must have something to do with Vivek's energy loss. But the how and
I like how
why
he's just pretty much to the
mystery.
point. It's like, I don't got time to talk to you.
That's
Just
why I
do
must
it.
examine that staff. Everything you uncovered suggests the staff and Sothasil's missing tool are one and the same, and it's obviously connected to Chodala's newfound powers. Bring it back here so I can study it. The solution resides in the staff. I'm sure of it. Experience, Outlander. Experience. I have seen the Dunmer rage against the gods at the least provocation. When they realize that Vivek is ill, that his powers are failing, they'll weep and gnash their teeth like frightened children. The people don't handle the infirmities of their deities very well, especially when those infirmities could foreshadow Red Mountain's eruption or portend the moonlets fall from the sky. Once such fear ignites, it spreads like wildfire.
I'd pretty disturbed if a god got sick. Seems a little odd.
They try not to think about them at all. The Ashlanders are savages. They refuse to acknowledge the supremacy of Lord Vivek in the Tribunal, instead putting their faith in the despicable Daedra. They're heretics, pure and simple. The Ashlanders hold to superstitions the way Quama protect their eggs. If they really considered Chodala to be the Nerevarin, then any action you take against him will enrage the tribes. Talk to Saren and see if she can suggest an alternative course.
Okay. So, think that's a good place to actually leave off the questing part. That's kind of a nice view. Still don't know about that floating rock. But let's go and look. Actually, wait a second. Getting there. Anyways, let's go look at some houses. Now, there are a lot of houses in this game. Let's see here. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 16, 19, 22, 25, 28, 31, 34, 35, 39 houses. These are all kind of the insanely priced ones. These are all the cheaper ones. Let's look at these. The preview, and I can go to it. Don't know how to actually buy it. I think the second if I go outside to look, it just all of a sudden like kicks me back to where I was, which kind of sucks because you kind of want to look at the outside. Oh, but this one actually puts me outside. Awesome. Those are kind of cool little egg looking things are kind of weird. Now where are we? Oh. So this is on the island I'm at. Bit of a... This kind of seems pointless, but... Over here... Bedroom area up here. $4,000 crowns. That's a lot. Kind of cool that you can buy it furnished. Kind of cool. Okay. That would take me out of that. It's 5,000. So I did that. I can then buy the starter pack. Depends on the amount. Some extra stuff, some writing lessons, some experience, this kind of neat little outfit here. So, that is an option. Let's go next house. The Lake Lodge. Okay, look at the map. Oh, this is actually even closer. It's not that far away from a way shrine. It's kind of nice. The outside looks a lot nicer. Does this lead outside, or is this like an extra little area? Oh, storage. Something tells me this one's actually going to be pretty expensive. Yep. 7,000. So let's just move on. So we got an apartment the last time. Trying to find a house this time. I related my trying to get an apartment last time to a real life experience, so let's relate this to a real life experience. I started looking for a house 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago probably by now. And obviously didn't get anywhere. There was one house that I should have put an offer on, but I didn't. There was one house I did put an offer on at asking value, which is a ridiculous thing to have to do. And somebody came in with their first offer over the asking value, which seems kind of crazy, but we're in a seller's market, not a buyer's market, which when I first started looking for a house, it was just on the edge of the change. So I kind of got screwed out of that, which sucks, but it's the way it is sometimes. Is that another storage thing? And then I had an accident with my car, so I had to buy a new car. So the money is not there. And this seems... The one house that I put an offer on actually isn't that far away from where I currently live, which was kind of neat. Would have made moving easier, but alas. And the one house that I didn't put an offer on, I didn't like the kitchen, and I was an idiot. I should have just remembered that, hey, I'm buying the house, I can change the kitchen to how I want it. But I was naive. But here's a lot easier. Also a lot cheaper. The money that I got, I paid 24 bucks for, which is like normally 50 or 40 bucks. house that I put an offer on was 175,000. A little bit more. Oh, this one won't let me go outside because it's probably a city. For 4,500. And I'm allowed to this one. That's pretty much it. Okay. So that's cliche. We've done shadow. How many more of these? Oh, that's a lot. I like how they have like all this fancy furniture, which probably costs a lot of money. Yes, what's the point of even having a house? I think it's just a place to put your crap. Which, hey, make it easy for me to put somewhere my crap. I will take it. Ooh, this one has. This one's gonna cost too much. 62. Yep, that's already more than I have. Let's look at it though. I like the look of it. Very regal looking. Okay. And this one. A nice little courtyard here, which tells me that this one's probably going to be too expensive as well. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, I should have a list, just so I can remember the houses that are actually good. Inside. Merchant an entrance. That thing's actually a lot smaller than I was expecting. On the inside. Huh. Okay. It's an option. I like the courtyard. High walls. close to anything cool? I don't even know where I am. An area that I've never even been to. Huh. Just go to all the different houses that way. Okay. So we'll put this first one down. The old Velothi. That one's pretty good. Which one are we at now? Dolus. That one below it. Same price. Forsaken Stronghold. That sounds like it's going to be too expensive. Oh. That's a good thing to learn. Okay, I'm guessing this is gonna be way too expensive. Yep, it's already more. Okay, let's look at it. 8,000. That's a lot of money. Looks pretty cool though. Oh yeah, this place is huge. Kinda dark and dreary. I guess it was called Forsaken Fortress. That kinda makes sense. Okay. Our Forsaken Stronghold. Oh, it's actually not a gardener house. It's somebody named Gardener. Okay. As I said, I would think a gardener's house wouldn't be that cool. Would have a cool garden though. So where is this place? Okay, I definitely haven't been over here yet. Wow, it's expensive. Basement for stuff. Okay, this one's kind of cool, but way too expensive. Now this one I kind of like just because it's in a snowy area. And I love snow. Okay, 38. Furnished 48, so a decent price. Yeah, it's not bad. It's got a little kitchen. What is this? Only one up in this area too. That kind of sucks. No way trend I know of. Okay. Well, we'll put it on the list. Such an exciting end to a video, isn't it? Looking at houses. We'll put that one in number 3. House of the Silent Magnifico. That's got a cool name to it that I can't pronounce. Oh, this one's right in the city. That's kind of useful. $41, so that would put me at, what, 51 then? Oops. Yeah, that's kind of disappointing. Looks pretty cool, though. Two big beds. Goes outside. Huh. Pretty cool, but just not enough to make the list. I also wish buying a house was this easy. Not even just the money part of it, just the actual part of, hey, there's nobody else actually going at it, and everybody's just sharing it anyways, because it's an MMO, and phasing. This won't cost too much. Yep. Wow. Also not a fan of the beach. That's not even a waste of time. Yeah, we're here. Okay. It's really big. This place looks huge. Oh, this is a cool entrance. Maybe. Part of me thinks I should just look at one of these smaller houses. There's like none in an area that I'd want. Okay, I want to just check this one out. This one just sounds funny. It's got a little courtyard. Relatively cheap. Mark that one down. Okay. Yeah. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. I think this is the one that I was actually looking at buying, even before doing this whole thing. Should have a courtyard. It's close to a way shrine that I don't have. Okay, I don't even have that DLC. So it's 43, so that means it's going to be at least 53. 54. Area up here. Just makes you go, yeah, we're actually not gonna even put this on a list. Something tells me it's gonna be really expensive. I guess the second you see the word manor in it, it's kind of conceived to be expensive. Yeah. Oof. Not even that impressive. Already too much. Let's look around. I like just having a courtyard. Seems safe. I like the layout. It's even got a basement. That's pretty cool. Don't know what to think about a block basement though. I hate block basements. They have a tendency to crack and shift. The area that I live in now has a lot of block basements, which, ugh. I've seen so many houses that have, like, stabilizing bars, or structure bars, or whatever you actually call them, to support because the wall is caving in, because, yes, the ground is mostly sand, but that doesn't mean that there's still not a lot of pressure being put on it. Just make a concrete basement. It's easier. This is... no. If you stuck around to watch this part, God bless you. This has to be boring to anybody besides me. I don't know, I like looking at houses. Even if they're virtual houses that don't exist. Okay, no courtyard. But it's only 3,500. 44. Okay. Seems kind of small. Never area, never been. Kind of out in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of nice, actually. But there is kind of a around it. Oh, we're getting there. I like that the next one is called Stay Moist Mansion. Moist is such a weird and kind of disturbing word. Moist. Okay. That's a neat looking house. Okay. Way down here. A little bit of water. Okay, it's got a bedroom, and that's about it. Okay, looks cool, very impractical. That's a nice view though. Yeah, it's also like I've seen like houses kind of like this, like when you get close to the water, like houses and all that. They have these stilted kind of houses, but they're also usually in like Florida or something like that, which has hurricanes. Which I would think something like this would not be that sturdy. also very small interior, obviously. Let's go to Stay Moist. Got like a Warcraft look to it. Except for all the... Oh, what are those creatures called? Heads. It looks like a giant turd. Oh, it's an area I've been? Maybe? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you gotta look at it two ways. One is the fact that this house is gonna cost too much. There's a lot of art assets in this game that they had to come up with, so I can kind of understand why it's a little dreary. And it's also kind of a dreary game to begin with. I would be disappointed to buy this house for the... how much? $6,900 for furnished? Ugh. So far, I'm kind of looking at the first house as the house to buy, the one in the old Valathi one. That or Domus. Wow, that's really expensive for gold, and crown's not so much, but... Oh, then it gets really expensive. Now this looks cool. You gotta eat yourself a waterfall and everything. Huh. A lot of beds. Kind of got disappointing when I got inside. Can I really not jump down? Okay. Yeah. Did I already look at this one? The loading screen just shared. I'm also thinking at this point I might as well just show off all the houses, because I've gone through most of them or scenes already. It's got a courtyard, but it's kind of tiny. Cheap though. Yeah, no. Now this one's gonna be a small one too. Oh. Wow. This is kind of neat. Huh. Now this is a cool. This is a cool design. Nice open area outside. Multi-levels. Multi-pods. Pretty neat. This is the last of the classics. No, outside. There's a way shine, not too far. Okay. It's got a basement. Looks similar to one of the other houses. I looked at this one already. It's neat, but doesn't. I don't know why I want a courtyard. Courtyard would be cool. The music even gave up on me already. Okay. Now, I know I ain't gonna be able to afford any of these, but Might as well start looking at them just for giggles and just see how much they actually charge. I can kind of put the money, the actual real money that they want you to pay for these into perspective. So I wonder, I'm gonna get 3 million in-game currency and 10,000 crowns? Oh, wow. Let's look at 13. So I bought 5,500 crowns for $24, which they were regularly $40. So give or take, you're spending probably close to $100 on this furnished. Oh, but it's got a... Aww. It's got an overlook tower, though. That's pretty cool. You can't really see much. That much of an overlook. Can't see... Got a cool ship out there, though. It's got like a stable almost here. Wait, did I not? No. Well, now this is kind of cool. Capital throne. Character trip there. It's got a basement. I don't know why I'm excited to see basements. Kind of cool view. Okay. I can see you spending the money in guild, but not $100 in real life for this. That just seems ridiculous. I never got around to the housing in Skyrim. I didn't get around to any of the like DLC part of it. Oh, you can't even pay actual in-game currency. So this one's over 1,200 or 120 real life dollars. Kind of cool open concept. Got a waterfall. I mean, I guess in reality this takes open concept to a whole new level. As in, there's no walls. an outdoor pool. Where's this even? Wow. Actually, wait, that's right. You do get a house in Skyrim without having the DLC. The DLC is you can, like, build a house, I think? 'Cause I remember having a house in Skyrim. There's snow. I think? Or is that ash? That's probably ash. Never mind. Oh, this one you can buy. Oh, you have to have an achievement for it. 1,500! Whew! Or 15,000. 1,500, that'd be a deal. Oh, it's even got a secondary area. Except you got a volcano right behind you. I hate to see the insurance on this house. Okay. That's an overlook. Hopefully it doesn't kick me out. See, this is the actual overlook. Except it's really foggy. That would be a little concerning. I remember my biggest, and this might make me a horrible person, one of my biggest complaints about, like, base Skyrim. And that, like, you can mod it out of it, but you couldn't kill the kids. You can kill all the adults if you wanted to, but the kids were untouchable. Which is, I guess, can make sense. But the fact that they actually thought about making it so you couldn't kill the kids in just base Skyrim without it being modded kind of tells me that there had to have been some tester or something that just went crazy on killing kids and they're like, we can't let people actually do this. We would not be able to sell this game. Unless it's just a design doc that says you can't kill kids. Sorry. But if you want to let me do anything I want in that game, chances are I'm going to try to kill a kid at some point. The upstairs is kind of disappointing here. That's a tiny bed for what should be a huge bed up here. So I wonder if this is going to be even more than this one. So this one was 15,000. Ooh. 10,000. This seems to be the actually most reasonably priced one. I'm guessing a stable? Barn kind of thing? Got a waterfall. See, an open fire this close to wood does not seem smart. It's got a nice regal look to it. It's pretty cool. Of the really expensive houses, if I had the money, this would be the one that... Oh, this? Oh, okay. This would be the one that I'd buy, probably. Okay. So we've gone through... Oh, should we just do these small ones? There's a whole lot. They're small. Can't take too long to go through. Should have done this as a separate video, probably. But oh well. In the heart of the rift. I gotta get to level 15 to equip 2 weapons. That explains how I've been seeing people with bow and then come in with daggers. We'll get there at some point. This is kinda neat. Okay, not bad. Nice little house. I'm guessing this is gonna be kind of like an apartment. I do like how the first apartment house kind of thing that you get in this game pretty much looks like a cell with like a nice window. Maybe this one has more windows. I could almost... Well, that's it. How much to it? It's cheap though. I was gonna say, in real life, my apartment is definitely a lot bigger than this. 61-yard field goal. Not even close. And this one stuff. This one have an upstairs? Way down south. Not bad. Seems expensive. 2,900 for this little thing. It's actually a pretty big cart room for a little house. Big cart room, little house. Okay, this is just a dungeon. Still kind of a dungeon. That's a pretty good line of text there. That's a bigger dungeon. Oops. expensive big dungeon. This is not horrible. That was this one, right? Yeah. Back to the mud houses. Okay, yeah, they do just reuse that. I mean, it's got 2 doors. Wait. Is this gonna kick me out? Huh. Okay. Oh, the courtyard is closed off. Actually, that's kind of cool. It's like a backyard. It's not bad. Five more to go. If the bed's not up here, I will be disappointed. Okay. Whoever did the planning is smart. Okay. Right. This is Kragan, right? I'm looking at too many houses in this game. I'm already forgetting which ones I'm looking at. I still like the red kind of moon, sun thingy motif. Kind of neat. I might as well look at it. I'm not gonna obviously buy it, but. This is, this is the first one that actually has like a king size bed to it. The other ones all had tinier beds. Snug pod. Looks dreary. And twin arches. The final house. The courtyard. Where is this way? Okay. Okay. This one actually seems like it's decent size. But not really furnished that well. Okay. So, two choices. We're gonna look at what I have as number 2 first, which is this one. This one was 5,000. Here, I haven't been before. The kitchen area. And the bedroom. Not bad. And the other one. What's this one? I think it was this one. Might have been the other one. I have it written down as this one. kind of near where you first start out. I think this one was also 5,000. That's right, this one had the little area down here. Room here, a bedroom, kitchen area, kinda. A nicer bedroom up here. I'm thinking this one. Got like ruins and stuff to look at. What was that other one? I'm wondering if this one was just a little bit too much. Oh yeah, this one was way too much. Yeah, okay. This one is going to be problem is I look at forums real quick and then I always question my judgment. Because there's this one, but I don't think I just didn't like it that much. And somebody said, oh, I think this one costs too much. Right. Yeah, this one costs too much. This one had a nice basement though. No, I don't think I'm happy with my choice. I say that now, but I'll hate it later. Do I get to take a picture with the little sign outside that has purchased on it? No? That's kind of disappointing. Hey, I got an achievement. Got 2 achievements. 3 achievements. Ooh. I wish I could put stuff in the bookcase. You'd think they would let you sleep in the bed or something like that. Some nice artwork. Can I like literally pick up everything in here? Wow. That could... Oh. I could go crazy having to do all that. Well, we shall leave it off here. I'm a homeowner. Yay me. It only took buying a video game and playing a video game to actually finally get to that part. Well, thank you all for joining me. If you actually managed to make it this far, I commend you. I salute you. Thank you very much. Take care.